Hi there, I'm Jen Duchenne of jenduchenne.com, and I'm going to be answering questions about November 2018. What does it all mean? Where are we? I'm channeling through the Akashic Records. I'm a numerologist, Akashic reader, and I also have the Illuminating Journey cards that I created with the help of the Akashic Records that are oracle cards. They're specific oracle cards, soul portals, to give us a deep connection. So let me see what they're saying about November. So the interesting thing about November is because it is a calendar 11 month and we're in an 11 year, 2 plus 1 plus 8, we also experience a couple of days, the first day of the month, the 11/11, the 29. These are all numbers that repeat the 11s, so it's like an 11/11. We also create a 22, so there's a lot of repeating numbers. The ones standing on our own 2 feet. We're entering this doorway, crossing a threshold and being asked to choose, make decisions, and there's going to be lots of change coming up, unexpected shifts, things we can't imagine, and we don't know what we're going to do. But of course, we don't need to know until we get there, right? We cross that bridge when we come to it. There's a lot of bridges in this time that we're in, and recognizing that it's all about choice. You're crossing a threshold, you're experiencing something different, and you're choosing how you want to behave, like who you want to be in this experience, what experiences you want to gravitate to, what kinds of values you want to emphasize. And in the choosing, we are going to have to be balancing a lot of new things we haven't had to in the past. Bringing a space between 2 opposite experiences or belief systems, or we're going to be thrown in the deep end of a lot of things that feel very uncomfortable. Many of us already have felt this. And the key here is to recognize is that where you're standing, like know the ground you're standing on and begin to understand the choices you're making. Like, you can choose to see things through the eyes of fear. This is terrible. I don't know what's happening. People aren't doing what I want. It's scary. Or you can choose to recognize that this is a battle of sorts, but not necessarily a vicious battle. If we choose what we're battling over, if we choose how we show up, if we choose to be a certain way, stand in leadership, stand on our own 2 feet, make choices, recognize we can reach across the divide, we can build bridges, we can find the ways to connect. There's some people we aren't going to be able to reach, and that's okay, because when we know who we are and we know what we're looking for or where we're going, we will meet people along the way that will help us. So it's that idea of getting clear about who we are, but also recognizing the people around us that are doing wonderful things, that are showing us the way. Who are the people we want to follow? What is the leadership quality that you want to take forward with you right now? What is it that you're what divide are you crossing? Basically, this is it, because this is a time to really get stuck in, and you can only get stuck in by doing. You can't be thinking about it. You have to act on it, have to use this vital energy that can show up like fear and readdress the fear, relook at it and go, okay, this is energy coming out of me that's unknown, and I'm labeling it fear because I don't know it. What if I labeled it something else? What if you gave it a different name and recognized it's energy that's flowing through you, that's urging you on, urging you over the threshold to reach across, do something different. There have been people that are showing up that are speaking in a way that's very inviting. They're not pointing at people and saying, you're wrong, although you can certainly call people out for being wrong, but they're not talking about the personality of the person. They're talking about what it is they need and where this person or this thing is falling short. So we need to talk about the issues, whatever they are, not the personality. You're a terrible person because you don't agree with me. So there's a lot of pressure around that, finding that place where you can stand and kind of find the balance. And so there is going to be a lot of moments where it feels very rocky, and remembering again, your tools. What do you have that's going to help you feel more grounded, more connected? Your vision is more open, clearer, and that is to recognize that you're choosing, right? In every moment you're choosing. So what are you choosing, right? You can choose to kind of follow the old ways, or you can choose to follow the new ways, or somewhere in between. Follow your heart, follow your guidance, follow your intuition. Do the things that make you feel good, right? Say the things that make you feel good. This is a time of growth for all of us. I'm just going to check the cards and see if they have anything they want to share through the cards about what we need to know about this month. Okay, so the first card I've pulled is the 27. So just to have a look here, and this is very much the energy of where we are. We're traveling on a flying carpet, if you will. Or we have the opportunity, we can be stuck and not moving, but how do you get your carpet to fly? That takes belief, trust, balance, right? There's a certain energy of balance that's required in order to fly above the pettiness, the old things that don't make sense. And what's interesting about this card is all these things like flying, knowledge, books, gold, all the things that we say we need and that sometimes can make us desperate. And here this card is showing us everything is around us. We can receive it. There's a kind of natural flow. Whatever we desire is within our grasp if we don't get too obsessed about what it is we need. Like someone else is taking away my stuff, or I don't like what other people are doing. Start to focus on what you're doing and the place you're going. You don't want to be holding other people back. You want to be going forward, doing what you're doing. And that will give you a greater lift energy to kind of see the bigger picture, to let the lightness help you float above. It's a very sacred journey we're on. So let me just see what else they have to say. And so here we have, so that was a 27, which is a 9. Here's the 17 card, and this here is about building or staying focused. This is a journey we're on, basically. Like I've said, we're on this journey where we're learning how to redress our pain, the things that have held us back. Now we can express it, we can say it, we can do things differently, we can choose. This month is about choice, stepping through that threshold into these great rooms, this great place of generosity and kindness and belief that we are free. And you can travel on the journey you wish to travel. So it's very much the 17, the infinity symbol, the idea of bringing heaven to earth, being successful by focusing on what it is we desire and allowing the energies of the greater energies of the universe, the unknown, to guide our, this is an amazing adventure you're on. So really allow yourself to feel that incredible joy of being on this journey. I'll just pick one more card. And here we have this card, which is the 33. I mentioned we have the double 11, we have the 1111, we have the 22, and here's the 33. This is called the Christ conscious number, and that consciousness is about the great awareness. It's not so much about Christ the man as it is about the energy within us. You know, we have 33 vertebrae in our spine, so we've got to stand up tall. We've got to know who we are. We have to treat ourselves and others and our experiences from that place of knowing that we are all one, we're all connected, and indeed we have the things, the tools, the help we need, the intuition, the playfulness, the joy, to live our lives in greater service to the whole, service to ourselves and service to others. And we have everything, you know, we're in the circle of life. It's almost like when I see this, it's like an acrobat, a juggler, not a juggler, kind of juggling all these different balls and going, yes, this life is wondrous and I can try all these different things. It's a joyful experiment. And, you know, when you get to a place where you feel like you need to rest or you need to opt out for a while, do it. Just don't live in a place of illusion, of pretending that things don't exist that are in front of you. It's looking through the eyes of love, through the eyes of God, and seeing that, you know, God or Source or whatever you call it is everywhere and in everything and in every person. It's just expressed in different ways. You don't have to like it, right? But you have to recognize that it exists because we're creating something together. And so what are you creating, you know? And what do you need to do or change or reweave to bring a different experience into your being? Okay, so that's the reading for November, and I will be back on Jen Duchenne, jenduchenne.com. Of course, if you want to get your own pack of cards, you can find them at my website, jenduchenne.com/illuminating journey cards. And if you have a comment or a question you want me to ask, please comment below. Let me know what resonated. Maybe you had a thought I didn't mention. I look forward to connecting soon. Bye.